Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name's Janelle and I upload new videos every Wednesday and Friday. I have a full box of so much PR makeup that I have been wanting to just sit down and play with. Some of these items are new launches, some of them are things that have been out, but if you want to try new makeup with me, then definitely please keep watching. Before you go anywhere though, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every Wednesday and Friday when I upload. Also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram and TikTok. I'm so active on there when I'm not posting on here, and I'm constantly answering DMs and connecting with you guys. Enough rambling, let's get into the video. Alright, so I already kind of ish prepped my skin. I just went with my Honest Beauty Vitamin C Serum, which I swear by. And then I went in with a hyaluronic acid serum. But Bondi Sands recently sent me this Whipped Daydreams moisturizer, and I love the packaging on it. It looks really cute, so we're going to test her out. It feels really nice. It's more of like a lotion. My skin has been so dry right now that it's just like soaking that right up. I'm gonna take an extra pea-sized amount, then rubbing my two ring fingers together, I'm going to then tap that underneath of my eye to use as an eye cream. Lately, I haven't been using separate eye creams. I just find that by adding a little bit more moisturizer under my eye does the job. All right, so for the eyebrows, I'm gonna be using my Patrick Ta Shaping Wax. This is the tinted one. I've already tried it a couple times, but I have not used it on camera. I've used the clear one before and I liked it. It wasn't anything revolutionary for me, but I think the tinted one will be nice for whenever I just want to run out the door and I want to fluff up my brows and give them a little bit of color. Spray a spoolie with some setting spray and then work that in the product. Also guys, I have really exciting news. So I am now a Patrick Ta affiliate. So if there's any Patrick Ta items in this video that you like, I have a specific link that when you shop through my link on the Patrick Ta website, you'll get free shipping. You guys know I did like a full Patrick Ta video even before I was an affiliate. I love their products. I was like really excited and honored to be an affiliate with them. So I'll have my code down below, and yeah, you'll get free shipping, no minimum purchase required. I just thought that was pretty dang awesome. One brow is always good and one brow always plays me. Going on, this is my only issue with these brow waxes, is that if you don't damp your spoolie the same on both sides, you'll get two different outcomes. Like, all right, I'll come back to filling them in a second. But for now, let's move on to some concealing. All right, so now I'm just going to conceal my under eyes and underneath of these crazy brows. Don't worry, these will calm down once we finish up the rest of our makeup. But to conceal today, I have this Woke Concealer by UOMA Beauty. They sent me it in the shade Fair Lady, and I'm really excited to try this. I love a good concealer. So this is said to be paraben-free, talc-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. It says that this is a weightless, full coverage satin radiant concealer. Goes on seamlessly to instantly conceal imperfection. Love that. Oh my goodness, I forgot to dampen my beauty sponge. This is what the concealer looks like. The packaging is so cute. Before we go with the concealer, I forgot that City Beauty sent me the Skin Perfecting Daily Veil. They also sent me this multi-action sculpting night cream, which I have been using for the past month and have been thoroughly enjoying. You can see like I'm already halfway through the jar. So since I was doing this video, I wanted to try this because this was really intriguing because it sounds like it's like a primer and a SPF all-in-one. It says this Skin Perfecting Daily Veil is a silky smooth broad spectrum SPF 39 that blurs imperfections while supporting firmness, elasticity, and hydration for an entirely more youthful look. Additionally, this final step product helps protect against the sun's harmful rays with an innovative blend of all mineral sunscreen ingredients. Solution for fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, age spots, loss of firmness, elasticity, and dry and dull skin, which I complain about my skin being dry and dull, but then I always forget to drink water throughout the day. Oh my gosh, come out. Ooh, the packaging is pretty. This is what it looks like. I love that it has a pump to it, so we're gonna test her out. It has like a little bit of a color to it. Okay, so it definitely blurs the skin like a lot. However, that color, I don't know how I feel about it because I definitely feel like that left a little bit of a white cast. Okay, so my skin looks really smooth, but it almost leaves a powdery finish, which I do not like, especially right now, because whenever my skin has this like almost powdery feeling to it, it makes it really difficult to blend and melt foundations into my skin. And I already have a hard time with blending and melting foundations in my skin in the winter time, so I always need more like tacky hydrating products. I think if your skin's oily, this could actually be a really good primer for you, but we'll see. Since I don't have that tacky base, I'm just gonna add a little bit of my MAC Fix Plus to bring back some hydration. All right, now let's go in with the UOMA Beauty Woke Concealer. Like I said, I have the shade Fair 30. We're gonna see how she works. Ooh, look at that applicator. It's a nice big doe foot applicator. Wow, it's very moussey. That's so interesting. It has like a whipped moussey consistency. I always apply extra concealer on the back of my hand and pick it up with my beauty sponge for blending out. The consistency of it reminds me a lot of the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, where it's like kind of whipped but not completely. That's what it's taking me back to. The coverage on this is really nice, and it definitely does leave you with a nice satin finish. Look at the difference. Like, look at when I add concealer to my under eyes, I instantly look alive again. I'm also gonna kind of use it to prep my eyelids. Basma Beauty also sent me the foundation stick. I've already talked about this on a favorites video and on TikTok, so I have used it before, but I've never demoed it in a video. Also today, I'm gonna be trying out a shade a little bit darker because I want to warm up my skin. So I normally use the shade 24, which is a perfect match for me. But today I'm gonna try out the shade 27 in hopes it'll give me like a little bit more warm. But this foundation is beautiful. It's definitely more of like a satin matte finish. The color range is perfect. They really nailed down those more like neutral in between undertones. I find that whenever I'm matching myself in a foundation, a lot of times they either run too yellow or too orangey, and they really nailed it for like your olive skin girls out there. We're just going to, oh yeah, this will be better. Definitely has a little bit more of warmth to it, but I feel like that's exactly what I need right now. I'm gonna dampen my beauty sponge with my MAC Magic Radiance. I'm gonna use a beauty sponge or a brush. I think I'll use a sponge. Guys, this is why I say skin prep is so important, because I've used this foundation before and I really like it, but that primer that I use, since it doesn't work with my skin right now, it's just making it a little bit harder to blend out. That's why it's always important to listen to your skin. The same products for your skin may not work every day. You always want to touch it, see if it's dehydrated. You might need to go in with more creamy ingredients, maybe skip out on that primer that you normally love to like blur and mattify. You really got to listen to your skin, because if not, it makes it harder for makeup to sit on as nice. I'm going to spray this side directly. I love how natural this feels on the skin. It like doesn't go on heavy. It leaves a really natural skin finish. All right, I think my skin is looking really good. It looks very velvety. Clean off. I hate when there's foundation on my lips. So I don't have any new loose powders to test out, so I'm just gonna use my Hourglass Veil setting powder. I'm gonna apply a little bit under my eye to prevent creasing. I don't want to full on set it right away because I want to work on a couple more cream products. I find that if I wait too long to set my concealer, and with how expressive I am when I talk, it tends to crease up. So I've already tried this product and I loved it. I mentioned it in a favorites video. Dibs Beauty sent me their Desert Island Duos. They sent me a bunch of different colors. I already talked about shade 2. I love shade 2. It's one of my favorites. This is what the colors of shade 2 look like, and I just feel like they work really well with my skin complexion. But today I'm gonna try a shade that I have not used on myself. I'm gonna be using this status stick with the blush in the shade Out of Office, and then the contour in the shade Vacay Vibes. Very pretty. They're definitely a little bit more warm. The blush is a little bit more peachy. So we're going to test this out. I love how creamy these are, and they're really easy to blend. I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario contour brush to blend this out. I love how warm this shade is. It's definitely more of like a bronzer versus a contour. This will be perfect for like vacation if I just want to quickly add warmth to my skin and run out the door. These products blend really nice on bare skin too without any foundation, which is honestly what I've been liking to do lately. Lately I've just been going in with some under eye concealer, a little bit of cream blush, and then I'll just take a cream bronzer and lightly work it in a brush and put it across my forehead and cheeks. And then I find it looks like I have foundation on because my skin has a really nice flush throughout it, and it looks more even because I added all this different dimension to it. I end up not needing to go in with foundation. Okay, I really love this product because it gives a creamy finish, and because of that primer that I was using earlier, everything was looking very velvety, a little too velvety for my liking. And I like everything to have a little bit more of like a satin soft sheen to it, and this helped bring some of that back. All right, I'm gonna take some of that blush, work it into a brush, and pop that on my cheeks. Oh, I forgot how pigmented these are. So I'm gonna finish blending that out with my beauty sponge to help pick up some of the excess product. This is literally making me wanna be on an island somewhere. I'm thinking of booking a trip to Florida, probably within the next month. Alex can't go because of work, and we already planned another trip that we're gonna go on together. But I was like, I really wanna just plan a trip to Florida and just like spend a weekend on the beach. Okay, that is beautiful. I love, love, love it. I'm also gonna go in with the Dibs Beauty Status Stick, the shade High Road Highlight. These are beautiful. They just melt into the skin so effortlessly. And I like to apply them underneath of powders and even on top of powders. And again, this is the type of product that I will just throw on bare skin and run out the door, and it just gives you the most stunning glow. Also, what I've been liking to do lately is use this as like an eyeshadow base so that my shimmers show up more shimmery. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of it on this Morphe M456 brush and just start lightly tapping this on my eyelid. Like, look at how stunning that is. This will just give me a really easy base to start with. I will say that by using that primer that I wasn't a fan of, I feel like I don't even need to set my face right now because everything just feels so locked in. So that could be a good thing. Maybe it'll be a new product I incorporate when I want to use like, you know, powders, maybe just a little under eye powder. This was not sent to me, but I recently picked up another one of the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadows, and this is in the shade Berry Bad. These colors are right up my alley. If you want to make your brown eyes pop, get colors like these. They're just so pretty. I'm gonna start off by taking a fluffy brush and this color, and I'm literally just gonna start throwing that all in my crease on top of where we place that shimmer, and then start working it up into the front part of my eyebrow. Now I'm gonna tissue off the shimmer on that Morphe M456 brush, and taking this shade in the palette, I'm gonna lightly work it on this outer third, starting closest to my lash line, and then lightly swirling it up into the outer corner. Once most of the product's there, I'm gonna go back in with that first fluffy brush and just diffuse her out. So I already had one of the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow quads in the shade Truffle that I love. So I already had it in mind that I would love this palette, and I do. The colors blend out beautiful. The color range is really pretty. And I just love how concise these are because they're perfect for somebody that gets overwhelmed with really big palettes. It's nice to have just something like this to either travel with or for your everyday eye makeup look that's not going to overwhelm you, that will be really easy to create looks, and that will blend out super smooth. If you guys have not tried buying makeup from Amazon, it's the best thing ever. Okay, it's not that revolutionary, but the cool thing is that I notice a lot of brands they'll have sales and stuff, like Positioned Formula. Their products are always so much cheaper on Amazon. Maybelline a lot of times will discount stuff, and then you get it within 2 days. So it's like, it's great. It's a win-win. Again, cleaning off that same brush on my little makeup rag that I have. I'm gonna pick up this shade in the palette with the flat side of the brush. And we're gonna lightly mist her with some setting spray. I like applying shimmers with slightly fluffy brushes like this whenever I want it to be more diffused and not so like harsh and too packed on there. But I'll like spray it with a little bit of setting spray so that it is slightly packed on there, but still blown out, if that makes sense. And then I'll just like tap it on this outer portion. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. Y'all, I'm actually good at makeup. I'm kidding. Whenever I do looks and I'm actually like loving how it comes out, I'm like, oh my gosh, Janelle, I forgot you were actually good at this. Wow, I'm actually obsessed. I'm gonna tap a little bit of that same shimmer along my lower lash line. I'm just using really light pressure to barely tap onto my lower lash line. That way it doesn't drag the product too far down. And then I always like to flick it up into here. Take my blending brush to diffuse this out. All right, so I actually do have this Patrick Ta She's So LA Double Take Cream Powder. This is a blush duo. I have used this before, and this powder definitely has a little bit more of like a reddish undertone. So it would be really pretty as a blush, but you could also use it as bronze. And again, you can get free shipping on any order if you use my link on the Patrick Ta website. I'm just gonna lightly tap this on my forehead. I really love how easy his products are to blend, and the color selection is just really pretty. A small angled brush. This is a random one I got from Amazon. I'm just gonna lightly contour the sides of my nose with that. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of loose powder on the sides of my nose to just help clean up this contour a little bit more. I really like that, and it gives a really nice glow to the skin. I really love these little blush or like contour duos because you get the cream and the blush 2-in-1. It makes it really easy to like travel with. And I also just love the packaging of his products. They're so pretty. Now I'm just baking the sides of my nose and setting my under eyes a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take a little extra powder in the cap. I'm just gonna lightly bring that underneath of my brow bone. For blush though, Patrick Ta just launched, I believe, 3 new blush shades. And one of them is in like my favorite kind of bright pinky tone in the shade She's a Doll. Look at how stunning that is. If any of you guys know me, you know how much I love my like bubblegum pink blushes like this, especially when they have like that cool lilac undertone. So stunning. Since I already applied the cream blush by Dibs Beauty, I'm only gonna go in with the powder today. But I have used the cream before. I really love it. It is very pigmented though, so a little goes a long way. Just picking up a tiny bit. And I'm just gonna start tapping that on my cheeks like so. Look at how pretty that is. Get that soft glow too. Since I don't have a new eyeliner to try, I'm just gonna go in with the dark brown in my e.l.f. palette in a flat definer brush. Run that along my lash line. So I'm running it underneath of my lashes first. And then I'm gonna come in here. And then I'm gonna take the flat part of the brush, lightly tap it on this outer third. So many new mascaras. I have this new one by Urban Decay. It's the Wild Lash Mascara that they sent me. Brush, I have this new one by Milani, the Anti-Gravity Mascara. Ooh, that looks promising. I love a good plasticky wand. This is what the packaging looks like. Very cute. And then I have this one by UOMA Beauty, like more volumizing. And then let me open up the one actually by Urban Decay so you guys can see. This is what the packaging looks like. That's what the wand looks like. To be honest, the Milani one is catching my attention most, so that's what I'm gonna use today. I'm kind of obsessed. I really hope that this doesn't flake or anything throughout the day, because that would be the only thing that would crush my spirit or break my heart, because look at my lashes with no mascara versus with it. We just bought a new drugstore mascara gem. All right, so now for the lips, I'm gonna be using the Dibs Beauty lip liner. It's really cool because on their website, they have it to where you can get a contour lip liner shade and then your actual lip liner for $28, so you get 2-in-1. So you pick out your contour shade. Mine is in the shade, I believe, medium. And then pencil shade is in No Pressure. So that's what the colors look like. That's my contour shade, and then that's the lip pencil shade. So we're gonna start off by contouring my dry, crusty, dusty lip. It's disgusting, I know. So with like this shade, you can overline and it's gonna create more of that contour look. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the No Pressure color. For lipstick, I have a Patrick Ta lipstick that I actually wanted to use. This is one of his new shades. It's in Oh She's Single, but I want to do a whole dedicated Patrick Ta video just because now I feel like I have a wide range of his products. But UOMA Beauty sent me a bunch of their lipsticks, so I wanted to swatch them for you guys and then decide what color we want to do. They have a nice magnetic close to them. Really pretty. Oh my gosh, look at how stunning this color is. As much as I want to use this, that does not go with this eye look. Actually, it kind of does, but it's very Valentine's Day-y, and that's not the vibe I'm going for. So this one's in the shade Tina. All right, then we have the shade Winnie. Oh my goodness. Very vampy, but Rosa. Rosa is really pretty. I kind of want to do this. Definitely out of my comfort zone, but it wouldn't be bad to try out. And this is in the shade Miriam. Again, more of like a vampier rose. I feel like I could get away with this one too. All right, so we're gonna go in with the shade Miriam by UOMA Beauty. Wow, these are creamy. I'm also gonna soften up the color a little bit with that Patrick Ta lip color in Oh She's Single. I love how creamy both of these lip products are. And I actually forgot, UOMA Beauty sent me this Cleopatra ink eyeliner. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of that to this inner portion of my eye because I feel like it's lacking a little in the drama department. She is precise. I just did a little line in the front of my eye and the outer corners to elongate them a little. And now I'm gonna curl my lashes now that they are completely dry. Whenever I curl my lashes after applying mascara, I just, again, make sure they're completely dry. I make sure my lash curler doesn't have too much gunk on it. And then I barely press down. I just gently tap, like I'm barely closing it. I feel like I need to change this top and do something about my hair because this is not fitting the vibe of the makeup. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Lastly, I'm gonna spray my face with my new Maybelline Master Fix setting spray. I don't know if they discontinued the lasting fix because I haven't been able to find this anywhere. and this was the only one I could find. So we're gonna try her out, see if she's the same or different. Great, so now that my makeup's locked in place, we can run over some of the products. So we started off with the Bondi Sands Whip Moisturizer. I really like the way this left my skin feeling. Felt really good underneath of my eye. So I really like this and I can't wait to use it some more. When it came to the Patrick Top Tinted Brow Shaping Wax, I like it, but I don't see myself grabbing for this too often unless I'm running out the door and I don't want to fill in my brows because of the soft tint that's in it. With this product, it's just a little hard because if you wet your brush too much on one side and not on the other, your brows can look a little bit different. Now, as far as this Skin Perfecting Daily Veil, I'm going to pass on this for right now, but I am going to come back to this as it gets warmer and more humid out. I think that this would be a good primer and moisturizer SPF to use then because it does mattify the skin. I'm not a fan of the white cast, but I will say I was able to use a lot less powder today and I feel like my face makeup looks pretty good. So I don't know, maybe I'll play with this a little bit more. Maybe I won't wait till summer and I'll just play with like not setting my face at all whenever I use this. These Basma Beauty foundation sticks, I definitely recommend. The color selection is so perfect and I love this because I have really good coverage on my skin, but it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't look heavy. They're just really good all around foundation. So far, I really like this UOMA Beauty Woke Concealer. My under eyes are nice and covered, they're not creasing, it feels nice, it doesn't look drying. I like the whip consistency to it too, so I will definitely be reaching for this more often. This Dibs Desert Island Duo, I love the color. I do really like it and I will definitely be grabbing for this bronzy like contour stick, especially more in the summertime since it has more of that warm flush to it. Love the Dibs Beauty Cream Highlights, that's not new. The e.l.f. eyeshadow quad in the shade Berry Bad is a must, especially if you have brown eyes. These shades blend it out really nice, really easy to work with, and I feel like we created a really pretty easy eye look with this. You cannot go wrong with these Patrick Top Blush Duos. Love this shade, and I even love the other color that we use in She's So LA to use as bronzer. These UOMA Beauty lipsticks are super comfortable, not too matte. I will say I did have to pat it down a little bit because it was sliding a little bit, but I don't mind that as long as it's not like settling in too many dry patches and like making my lips feel like they're like peeling off. I know I only use the UOMA Beauty Cleopatra ink eye pen for this little inner portion and outer portion, but I love how defined and tiny the tip was. The only thing I will say is that it was hard to work with because it was so small, but for some people that might be better for like control. It was really really pigmented and it hasn't moved or anything or bunched up. So far it seems promising. And then if there's anything you like absolutely need to run out and get right now, it's this Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara. I love this. This was stunning. Literally, I ended up not even needing to go in with false lashes because of how much volume, length, and curl this gave. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Alright you guys, that wraps up for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys. Let me know any new products that you have tried that you think I should try too. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!